Hi everyone, it's Lynn again. Someone posted that they wanted to see this process in real time, so I guess I can talk through that. I'm working on, it looks like an ice area. This is kind of the side of Roman Josi over here. This piece will bump up next to the piece that you've already seen that's done. So essentially what I'm doing is these each have numbers in them that you can't see from there. And I'm pulling the corresponding number from the fabric. So this fabric is essentially fabric 22. So I'm matching 22 here. Now I like, and I'm just cutting pieces that is approximately the right size. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can cut it exact and sew it all, as in piecing it. I don't like that look. For me personally, I kind of like the more haphazard. It gives me depth or whatever, that kind of stuff. So I know that my finger is about the width of what I need to cover one square, so I can I've kind of learned to measure it that way so that I'm not measuring it exactly. So I've picked up this 34, so I've picked this up. And all I'm doing is, because the steam-a-seam is sticky, I can put this right on top of it. I wish this was in camera. It's hard to get me in camera and this in camera at the same time. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just slowly picking up the fabric that I know it'll match, and I am laying this down. So I'm cutting it one by one, and you can see why it takes so long, because there's, let's see how many thousand pieces. There are, oh, it doesn't say on this. Crud, I thought it did. I'll have to look at the file and tell you all how many thousand pieces there are. But there's a ton of pieces. So, this one is, wait, I forgot. See? I already forgot what number I was working on. So normally when I'm doing this, I've got it on mute, but I'm watching hockey right now. So that's how this goes, and it's kind of a slow process. So we're seeing the fast stuff. You're seeing hours actually of me just sitting here cutting up little pieces of fabric and sticking them or gluing them. And if there's not enough space for me to glue it down, let's see if I can scoot this over a little bit. I'm working on this purple stuff right here. If there's not enough steam-a-seam where it's sticky, I actually use the glue stick to help do that. So that's what that is. What number was this? 41. So I have to remember to put it back. Now, oh, this is also, like, this is all I've got left of this number. So if I find that I need it again, I always leave myself an extra little piece in that slot so that I can go, I've kept out all the fabric that I've cut from, and you'll see me in the fast stuff where I go in and I actually cut more strips. You'll see me cut more strips, and it's because I've ran out of that color. So, so 12, this is 12. There's a ton of grays in here, and some of them are really hard to tell apart. So I kind of like that these batiks have a little bit more look to them. But I'm just trying to fill in this area. I only uncover a little bit at a time when I'm working with the paper, because if the paper allows the air to get in, it makes the steam-a-seam less sticky. So I only work in a section at a time, so it's not like I can cover a great big area all at the same time. But that's how I'm working, and this is kind of how slow it really goes. So kind of boring work, but it's kind of like putting together a puzzle, and I like doing that as a kid. So that's cool. I will look up and tell you all how many pieces this actually has in it. But I always like it when I get an area done. It feels like I accomplished something. So, and I just kind of pick one of the numbers that is represented. So that was 16. So now I have to do 28, and there's two 28s. So, and then there's a 27 and a 34. So you can see where I just really have to really just have to pay attention to what I'm doing, make sure I'm getting the right fabric, 27, right fabric for the right square, because that's what gives you the depth when you look at it. And really, this technique is kind of an optical illusion in some aspects, simply because when you get up close to it, it doesn't look like anything. And it's almost the pictures that are really far away that you see the depth of, you know, what really this is. So it's kind of an interesting mind trick on what it does. So there we go. And so this little area is done, and I'm going to peel back this other area right here, which you can't see. Shoot. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. One little block at a time. That's how it goes. So I will continue on, and maybe we'll do some more time lapse. We're definitely, when we get to the quilting part, you'll see that too. So I'm gonna record this whole process and just keep releasing the videos to see how this comes together. So anyway, talk to you later. Watch, share, and subscribe, and check us out on What's Up Stitches on Facebook, Stitch TV Show on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. So here we go.